This is why I will never live in Mississippi.
Breaking news is coming out of Jackson, Mississippi. 215 bodies were found buried behind the Jackson, Mississippi jail. Y'all, this is shocking. If you're not from Mississippi, you may not know that earlier last year, a mother's son was missing. In the end, it was discovered that a off-duty Jackson police officer hit and killed him, and they buried him without telling his mother. They tried to use every excuse in the book. They said, once the word came out that they knew where the body was, they set a date and time to exhume the body. Can y'all believe that Jackson PD showed up 3 hours before the mother showed up to witness her son's body being exhumed? Once the body was exhumed, y'all, his ID was in his front pocket. Jackson PD was trying to say that they didn't know who he was. It was just a big hoopla. But now that we are finding out that 215 bodies have been found buried behind the Jackson, Mississippi jail, this is disturbing. As you read here that when this was found out about, mothers came to the press conference and held up pictures for their loved ones, and they wanted to know if their loved one was there. Now, y'all help me out. What do y'all think? Should everybody working at the Jackson PD be fired behind this? And I do mean everybody.
I'm going to give you an idea what some of these graves look like. When you don't have family, or when no one knows who your family is, this is how they bury you. This is how you're buried at the penal farm. As I said, it looks like this is how you bury you. You're just a number. You're just a number. They tell me now that the coroner is on her way here. The coroner, Sharon Grisham, is on her way here. As I said to you, NBC, ABC, all of the national media are on their way here. The sheriff is providing security. They're trying to figure out what is taking place. As you can see, it looks as though the coroner now may be on her way down to the gravesite. We're up on the hill. But as I said, it looks like that the body may have been stolen earlier this morning and or last night. And they're trying to figure out what may have happened and why would this body be taken. There is a smell out here. As you see, I have my mask, and I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to put my mask on. There is a smell out here at the penal farm at the moment, and while they're trying to determine what has happened. But as you can see, this is the grave or the cemetery for the indigent. And I call upon every minister, Pastor Hollins and other ministers, to begin to try to put some money together so that the people who are indigent can be buried better than this. This is how you're buried. There's a marker, and many of them they do not have a number on them. Look at this. They're just buried. And it kind of does what they can do to bury, and with the money that they have, they bury them. But there are no headstones, and there was just a stick, as you can see, an iron stick, a stake with a number. This one doesn't even have a number. This one doesn't have. This is how they're buried. This is how they're buried. And some don't have numbers. They're just here. And you see the iron stake. We can fix this. That's something we can do. We can help the sheriff make this better. It's not his fault that it's like this. It's been here a long time, but we're gonna help him make this better. This is my first time here, and as you see, there's another car coming from the cemetery. I believe that may be MSNBC. Are you with MSNBC? Okay, this is where they'll be coming to. So this is what we're dealing with this morning. This is if this has happened, I certainly don't know what is taking place, whether this body has been taken If this is the case, then my brothers and sisters, this is extremely egregious. It would be my prayer that that's not the case, that this young man's body would still be here at the cemetery. But we're getting reports now that the body has been taken, or whether it was taken last night and early this morning. We do not know. 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 We do know that it was in a box. It was not in a coffin. The body was in a box, and of course, in a bag. Why there is a tumultuous smell, we don't know. We don't know whether he was ever embalmed of this information, but we're going to stay on here a minute, and so you might.
We had to buy him back from the state. In order to do anything, to get a death certificate, we had to spend money, and that's not right.
Explain that, Miss Moore, when you went to try to get the death certificate.
When I went to try to get a death certificate for him, I couldn't get one because he was in the state's property, and I had to buy him back from the state property in order to get a death certificate, to do anything, to try to go forward with anything about my son. I couldn't do anything. And me and my family, we didn't deserve that.
Yeah. Thank you, Miss Moore. And understand what she's saying is, and you'll hear similar stories from Miss Beddison. They now know that their sons are in the ground behind the Hinds County Jail. And the governmental officials say, well, before we can give you any kind of proof of validation, did they tell you had to buy back the rights?
Buy the rights back. You have to buy that back.
Which is mind-boggling.
You know, why? I don't get it.
No, nobody gets it.
I don't get that.
It makes no sense. But for them to be able to get Social Security benefits and everything, they have to. We're gonna fight to give them the honor and the dignity and the respect and the justice they deserve.
That's right.
You're not by yourself.
Justice. We need justice.